This is the police. Where is your emergency?
Our boat got sink at Kaiaua.
Where, sorry?
Kaiaua.
Is your boat sinking, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kaiaua. Oh, yep, okay, I
We're
can
going to
see
lost
that.
the phone. We're going to lost the phone. Can you help me out, please?
That's what I'm trying to do now, okay?
We don't have any life jackets. We're hanging on to the cushion.
Okay, alright. Do you know how far off the coast? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Anyone there?
Come, Eagle.
Go ahead, Eagle.
Yeah, probably about 3.5 minutes out from possible location.
Yeah, Eagle AAL, we've contacted the air desk to call out Westpac, and nearest Coast Guard vessel is 20 minutes away.
Roger.
The details we were given was the boat had sunk and persons were in the water and no one had life jackets. On the way there, our rear crewman put on a wetsuit and got ready for water deployment if necessary.
Comms Eagle, just coming over the top of Kaiaua coast. Approximate location, we can see a boat fishing already. We'll just see if we can see anything else.
Roger.
Once we discounted the initial location, we just carry out our own search in relation to tide flows or wind. There was a bit of chop on it, so that doesn't help with trying to locate persons in the water, because the water goes over their heads and you're only looking for this much in the whole of the Firth. So as you can appreciate, the Firth of Thames is quite large. Our back crewman identified what looked like a white object in the water, and during that turn we located the 4 heads sticking out of the water.
Comms Eagle, we've got 4 people in the water, none have life jackets.
Eagle AAL, can you get us a GPS ASAP, and I'll relay to Coast Guard.
Roger.
So when we first saw them and got a close-up view on the camera system, 2 of them were in really bad condition. It didn't look like they were going to be able to tread water much longer. They're taking in gulps of water, trying to get the breath. We decided that our best option would be for our rear crewman to jump out of the aircraft with his rescue gear and to try and help. And he made his way to the 4 people. He issued the devices to the worst ones, but because there were 4, there was one of them who was still without a flotation device, so our crewman actually took off his buoyancy aid vest and gave it to the 4th victim. The main thing is to try and keep them calm and advise them that further help is on the way, and just try and stop the panic. Huddle together, keep yourselves together and warm.
Yeah, our man has deployed all our flotation devices, and the 4 victims are floating okay at this stage.
Yes, copy, thank you.
We're not actually a rescue system, but the training that we do for getting out of the helicopter in an emergency, we practice ourselves to get out of the aircraft, which includes jumping out from a certain height. And that can be translated over into actually jumping in the water to assist someone in need. We carry a couple of water rescue devices, one rescue tube, similar to the ones that the Surf Life and Coast Guard use, but we're trialling what we call throw sticks. It can be just tossed straight down to the person needing it. And then the water activates the inflation device and it comes up into the rescue tube.
Comms Eagle. The Westpac are winching their 4th person on board.
Our crewmen opted to stay in the water so that the Westpac can get the 4 victims to hospital or ground as soon as possible. So he remained in the water until a waterborne asset was available to pick him up, and that's the Lion Rescue Machine. So pretty grateful to them for doing that.
Back to base for a beer, or?
So he was glad to head back for a shower, and he did want a beer, but we've got more jobs to do, rest of the shift to fill. So doing jobs like this, actually rescuing people who were pretty close to not making it. It was almost a recovery rather than a rescue, and yeah, it makes you feel good.